Good morning again. Oh my goodness. So here in the state of Maryland, in the United States, we have what's called daylight savings. A lot of places have it, but wow, throws my clock completely off. Need an extra sip of coffee for that one. Yeah, this morning I'm going around and I'm just like 5 minutes behind on everything. But again, doing this, and thank you for all the support I'm getting. I do appreciate that. Doing this though, even though I'm 5 minutes behind in my head, it gives me a reason to stop, listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, and take a break before the morning even starts. Relax our shoulders, take a breath. Trust our instincts. And I'm saying that because every morning I have to decide on a pack of cards. And I've turned it into a game of instincts for me. It's like, which deck do I use today? Each deck speaks differently. And I have no clue why I choose what deck. Again, I just go with that intuition thing. It's as simple as picking out what shirt we want to pick for the day. Bright colors going to present a different picture than darker colors. Pastels are going to be different than muted solid colors. So it's all about trusting that intuition, right down to just picking up my deck with its reversals and just doing this. So, let's see what we have for today. Take that one last breath, relaxing the shoulders, listening to the cards, and we are ready. So I'm going to do my 3-in-1. Oh, and as a matter of fact, it shows you how different my morning is. Normally I would do my 3 stacks and then choose from those. But as I'm saying, it's like I'm feeling rushed this morning. And so that's influenced which cards we pull today. Because I didn't do those 3 stacks. So it really is, we absolutely influence the cards and the threads that the cards put out to the universe. So let's flip over the first card, which is the moon. So the moon can actually mean quite a few things, but a lot of ways that I describe the moon is it's traditionally all about the intuition, but also with the moon, I like to describe it as, when you're walking through the woods and it's twilight, it's starting to get dark, and things start blending together, and you look over and you see something lying there on the ground, and you wonder, is that an animal that's going to pounce, or is that a log? Now, if it's daylight, bright daylight, it's a log. But in this light, it makes you stop and hesitate. So it's about walking through our fears. It's about trusting our intuition, because sometimes maybe we need to be able to see the best, we need to close our eyes. So to see the best, we need to close our eyes. And that's kind of what the moon is like. But it also depends upon what card is next to it. Okay, so we have the death card. 13. This is about the transition. This is about walking through. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Goodness gracious, where'd that come from? But this is about walking through those fears and allowing ourselves to go through that transition. Transitions are tough. Transitions moving from one point to another when something may have to die for something new to grow. And death is looking at justice. So, okay, today we really need to take a breath because we've got 3 majors here instead of the pips or the minors. The minors are the day-to-day cards. They're the 1 through 10. The majors are the destiny cards. So this is about walking through, moving through, allowing ourselves to go through something difficult, something that scares us. But as I was saying with the moon, it's about the twilight. And sometimes we have to close our eyes to see things clearly. As we go through that transition, we're going to open our eyes because justice is not blind. Justice is not blindfolded. Justice is clear-sighted. Justice sees things for the way they are so that when they balance things in their scale, truth, false, all those things that get the emotions that weigh things down, like fear. Justice sees through that. And its scales are designed to be fair, which may be good for us or bad for us, one way or the other. It's the truth. And that's what justice is about. So far today, this is about walking through the valley of death. Walking through our fears, trusting that things are going to be okay. And then I'm going to flip over the advice card, which is a king, and it's the King of Coins. So coins are home, coins are finances, coins are health, pentacles, coins. So, and this king here is confident. Kings can be, and all the core cards could be us, somebody else, or part of the situation. They are gender neutral. But look at the confidence of this king. They are secure with the home that they've created, with the family that they've created, with the lush environment that surrounds them. So this reading here is about, for today, preparing ourselves to see the truth. Preparing ourselves to see the truth. Walking through this valley of fear or this valley of uncertainty. Getting in touch with our intuition. Again, closing our eyes so we can see clearly. Moving forward and accepting the transition for what it is. And accepting what we're seeing, but now on a physical, visual, factual level. It's about seeing beyond the veil. It's about being somebody taking the bag off our head, taking the blindfold off of us. And we need to come at this with the realization that we have the energy of the king, that we need to connect with our roots, because again, this king is about home, health, and kings are going to accept things for the way they are because that's how they have to rule. And if this isn't us, this might be somebody who can help us to see clearly. This is somebody who has something we want, as in somebody that we respect, somebody that we can trust. And we do that because we see how they live is how we want to live. But again, it might be us reaching inside and saying, this is how I want to live. I don't want to live covered in a veil, not seeing the truth for what it is. I want the acceptance that goes with clear vision. And the way to do that is the way a king would, which is, this is my home, this is who I am, this is my kingdom. If I'm going to maintain this kingdom, I need to walk through this valley between these two pillars by putting away my fears. I need to be able to walk away and accept what I'm leaving behind and accept what I may see. So for today, it's about accepting what we have to leave behind and accepting what we may see. And the only other thing I can say is that these are major cards. So it's one of those things that we want to pay attention to today. So it is about accepting what we have to leave behind and accepting what we may see. And that way our kingdom can flourish. And we are our kingdom. So with that, again, thank you very, very much. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing evening. And I'm going to be back here again tomorrow. So I guess I'm going on my 3rd week now. So again, I did it for a year, took a break. Feels good to be doing this again. So thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow.